Stadium in Eugene. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left but wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Running inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Fires deep toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And the point after is good. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
To the air. It's Denson. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dante Moore. Moving out to the right. Unloads it left. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He might want another play. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. Release to the back. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. And if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. And it'll be 1st down for this offense after the personal foul. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st down. 1st and 15 here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires quickly. Made a defender miss. Makes a grab and room to run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Denson. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And some room to work. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. Makes the grab on the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The handoff to Johnson. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Moore. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get.
Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Working the middle. Touchdown Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The offense changing the play. Here's Moore to throw. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rush is on him, trying to buy time. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Here's a hit. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
Dante Moore. He wants it all. Touchdown Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Moore. Swings it out to his running back. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Hill. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Booster. Go, go.
Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Moore from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he missed it. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Moore will throw. The quick out. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Complete. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Smashes in between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with FIU taking on the number 21 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's FIU setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden...
He's loose on the right. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Clemson! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency. But either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half, but lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Bear. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Moore to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Hubs it downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And then the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Denson. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab on the big throw. Busts through behind his pad. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Dante Moore. He fires one deep over the middle. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 40. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Moore. Under fire. He's going to take off. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Here's Moore to throw. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it inside the 15. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Johnson. He breaks a tackle. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Denson. He wants to go deep. Got it down the field. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the third period and will carry that one into the fourth. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Breaks into the open. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Quarterback making checks. Throwing more. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Off and running. Touchdown, Ducks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close streak. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Under fire. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the...
He caught it! Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 39, set to kick it away.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Unloads to the wideout. Wesco's got it. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab on the left side. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but you can tell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man for going the wrong direction.
Your return is tackled.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Bulldozes his way through. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Clemson, 33.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got a little grass. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires to the right. Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.